So we have 7 into 25 over 2 minus 27 into 5 over 2 plus k is equal to 0. So here denominators are same, so you can write full thing here. So this is 25 into 7. 25 into 7 minus 27 into 5 plus k is equal to 0. And so let's multiply 5 into 7, 35, 7 is 14, 14 plus this, and 75 minus 35, 10, and 35. Okay, divided by 2. 75 minus 35 is 40, divided by 2. So let's get cancels out. This like this, so we get 20 plus k is equal to 0. So we do subtract cosines by 20, we get k is equal to negative 20. So this is the answer for this equation for this particular problem. Let's solve this first problem. Let me write here root 3 into x squared plus 10x plus 7 root 3 is equal to 0. So I can simply use quadratic formula x is equal to minus 3 plus minus root of discriminant over 2a. Or I can use any other method. I can use completing the square method. So I'm going to use this method simply. So let's use here a is root 3 and b is 10 and constant c is 7 root 3. So minus 10 plus or minus root of let's find discriminant. B is equal to b square minus 4ac. Here b square is 10 square, which is 100 minus 4 into root 3 into 7 root 3. So 100 minus root 3 times root 3 is 3. So it becomes 4 times 3 times 7. 4 3 is 12 and so it becomes 100 minus 12 into 7. So it is 100 minus 560 is 84. 2 7 is 84. So what we got here is 100 minus 84, which is 16. So we got our discriminant as 16. So this is root 16 over 2 times root 3. So we got x is equal to minus 10 plus minus. Root 16 is 4, simply 4, and this is 2 root 3. So we have either x is equal to 10 plus 4 by 2 root 3 or x is equal to minus 10 minus 4 by 2 root 3. So these are the two values of x for this equation. So let's write it down. X is equal to minus 10 plus 4 is minus 6 over 2 root 3, and the 2 ones are 2 3s are this is minus 3 by root 3. So I'm writing it as minus 1 into 3 is root 3 times root 3. root 3 times root 3 over root 3. When root 3 gets cancelled, we are left with negative root 3. This is one solution for this equation. Negative x is equal to negative root 3. And the second solution is minus 7 over 2 root 3. Sorry. Minus 7 over root 3. Here, if we simplify this is minus 14 over 2 root 3. If we cancel out, this becomes minus 7 over root 3. So yeah, this is so for this equation, we have these two x values which satisfy. Okay, okay, let me take second problem. Before that, I'm going to talk about completing square method. Okay? For anyone who cannot remember this formula, so let's do that. 3x square plus 10x plus 7 root 3 is equal to 0. So what do we have here? Root 3x square. So root 3x square. So let's divide by root 3 on both sides. This will get cancelled, this will get cancelled. We are left with x square plus 10x upon root 3 plus 7 is equal to 0. So try to always try to make the coefficient of x square uh, as a square or as one. So simply you can remember is what you can remember is make the coefficient one. So that we can make this thing a square plus b square plus 2ab. We have to convert this expression right here into this form. So we can get a plus b whole square, you know, by completing the square. So what I'm going to do is make this coefficient one. So 1 square is 1. We can make coefficient 4 also, which is 2 square. But in this case, we did not need to do that. We do not need to do that. Okay. So it is x whole square plus. We can write this as 2 times 5 over root 3 times x. We can see that. Okay, write this clearly. We can see that according to this formula, we got a square and 2ab term. You can see this is a square, this is a, this is 2, and this will become b. So we do not have b square here. So this square is 25 over 3. 5 over root 3 square is 25 over 3. So what I'm going to do is add, we do not have this term in this equation, in this expression. So I'm going to do is add this on both sides. Add 25 over root 3 on both sides of this equation. 7 is equal to 25 over 3. So 25 over 3 is 5 over root 3 whole square. So this becomes x plus 5 over root 3 whole square. And we got 7. Okay, this thing right here, this becomes perfect square. And we got 7 over here, and this is 25 over 3. So uh, we need to isolate this term. So I'm going to subtract both sides by 7 in this equation. This 7 gets cancelled. And here on the right side, we have 25 over 3 minus 7. So to simplify this, I'm going to multiply 7 by 3 into 3. Multiply and divide because 7 into 1 is 7. I can do this to make the denominator same so that we can simplify the numerator. So denominator becomes same, and 7 into 3 is 21 over 3. Okay, this becomes 4 over 3. So we are left with x plus 5 over root 3 whole square is equal to 4 over 3. And if I take square root on both sides, square root, I am going to left with 5 over root 3. Okay, I'm left with this thing. And if we take square root on both sides, so let's say if I have x square minus 1 is equal to 0, and I add both sides by 1, so I get x square is equal to 1. What I can do is here also I can take square root on both sides, so this becomes x, this becomes plus or minus square root of 1, and so this is plus or minus 1. So we got x values as plus or minus. So remember this thing, if we take square root on both sides, we have to see that uh, this thing is whole squared or not. So in this case, this thing is whole squared. So we have to include the negative values also. So in this case also we have to include negative values. So we get plus or minus 2 over root 3. Okay. So if I subtract both sides by 5 over root 3 minus 5 over root 3, I'm left with x only on the left side and plus minus 2 over root 3 minus 5 over root 3. So as the denominators are same, we can write this as plus 2 minus 5 over root 3 or minus 2 minus 5 over root 3. So here I can see, we can see that 2 minus 5 is negative 3 over root 3, and the x as minus 7 over root 3. So we got one solution correct. And if I cancel this, right, negative root 3, x has negative root 3. So this is the method for those who are not, if you can remember this formula, this this thing right here. We can do this thing also, or we can. There is one more method, factorization method. Okay, let me tell that in another example. So this is the completing square method. Let's move on to the next problem. Problem number B. Problem number B is 4x squared, 4x squared minus 4a square x minus 4a square x plus a to the 4 minus b to the 4. Okay. Plus a to the 4 minus b to the 4 is equal to 0. Okay, let me write this with green ink. So I can simply do is uh, solve for this equation. 2b by 2a. I'm going to do this way only because if we use completing the square methods, it will go lengthy. Okay, okay, I'm going to do that method also. Let's do with first this formula. Okay, so first let's find discriminant first. So here b is minus 4a squared, and c is a to the 4 minus b to the 4, and a is 5. So b squared is minus 4a square whole square minus 4 into a is 5 and c is a to the 4 minus b to the 4. Okay. So um, let's simplify this. Minus 4 whole squared is positive 16. This is a to the 4 minus 4 5 is 20. A to the 4 minus, sorry. Okay, this is b to the 4. So let's simplify this. 1684 minus 20 a to the 4 minus 20 b power 4. 16 minus 20 is negative 4 a power 4 minus 20 b power 4. We can factorize this, or we can take common negative 4. You can see that minus 4 into a power 4 minus, this is 4 times 5 b power 4. If I take negative sign in the 4 common, so this becomes a power 4 minus, sorry, plus. Okay, we also taken out negative for negative sign, and this is 5 b power 4. We can simplify this like this. Okay, yeah. So this thing is minus 4 a squared plus minus root of. Here we can see that. mm, Let me see the if I made any mistake or not. Is this question correct? Oh, sorry. Okay. A is 4. My bad. Let me correct it here. A is 4. This is 16. 16. So clear this thing. So if this is 16, this gets cancelled. We are left with, okay, minus into minus is plus. We are left with 20 b power 4. Okay, my bad, sorry. Okay, so we write here 20 b power 4, okay, over 2 into 4, 2 into 8. So this becomes 16a squared plus minus root of 20 b power 4 over 8. So there are two values plus. So this thing right is 4 times 5 times b power 4 whole power 1 by 2. Square root is, the square root means 1 by 2 over 8. One x value is this, and the second x value is 16 a squared minus this thing right, 4 into 5 into b power 4 into 5 power 1 by 2 over 8. Uh, okay, let's simplify this thing. 4 is 2 squared, whole power 1 by 2 is 2 gets cancelled in the part. So we are left with 2 times b squared. This is b squared, okay, into root 5. So we have 16 a squared plus 2b squared into root 5 over 8. This is a solution, and another solution is 16 a square minus 2 root 5 b square over 8. What I can do is I can divide 2 on denominator and numerator. So we are left with 8 a square minus plus minus root 5 b squared. Okay, I included minus also, so we have we not need to write this twice. So we are left with this thing. So these are the two solutions for this quadratic equation. This quadratic equation. This is expression, not any numbers. You can plug in numbers here also. You can take a and b values, put in this equation any random values, and this equation becomes true. Okay, so let me take a kind of complex problem to like. Okay. Let's take problem number q, and after I take problem number 4. Problem number q, let me write it in another. So I have written down the problem. This is a very good problem. This includes too much calculation, and we can learn many things with this problem. Okay, so uh, here we can see that, and one more thing, here in this denominator. Okay, this denominator should not be equal to 0. If denominator, let's say a by 0, this number is undefined in mathematics. So every time we check denominators, they should not be equal to 0. If there is then an expression in denominator, so here are two expressions. One is x minus 3, and one is 2x plus 3. This 2 are should not be equal to 0. These two expressions should not be equal to 0 in any case. So if I solve for this, I got x is not equal to negative 3, and if I solve for this, 2x is not equal to negative 3, and x is not equal to negative 3 over 2. Okay, so I have to exclude these two values from to solve this expression. Okay, so x should not be equal to 3, and x should not be equal to negative 3 over 2. Here also there is given, you can see x is not equal to 3 and negative 3 over 2. So this is how we got this thing. Okay. Question is also given there. So uh, previously we have also done that. We are what are we doing is we are making the denominator same. So I have 2x plus 3 here and x minus 3 here. We can what we can do is here in this expression I can multiply and divide by 2x plus 3 on in numerator and denominator, 2x plus 3. And here I can do is here in this multiplication I can multiply and divide by x minus 3. So what we got here is product of these two expressions, 2x plus 3 into x minus 3 and 2x plus 3 into x minus 3. Um, by doing this, we get the denominator same. Okay, this is a very crucial step, or we can say important step. So we got 2x plus 3 into x minus 3 here. This is equal to 5. And we have here 2 into 2x plus 3 whole square. 2x plus 3 into 2x plus 3 is 2x plus 3 whole square. This is minus 25 into x minus 3 whole square. Hmm. So here we are. Let's solve this denominator expression and writing only denominator. 2 into a plus b whole square, 4x square plus b square is 3 square, which is 9 plus 2 into 2x into 3 minus 25 into x square plus 9 minus this is a minus b whole square, or I can do simply a square plus b square into plus 2 into a is x and b is minus 3. So let's simplify this thing. 2 into 4, 8x squared plus 2 into 9, 18 plus 2 into 3 is 6. Sorry, 2x is 4. Sorry. 2 into 2, 4. 4 into 3 is 12. 12 into 2 is 24. Okay, this is 24x minus 25x squared minus 25 into 9. 5 into 9 is 36. Sorry, 54. What am I thinking? 54, 18 minus 18, 18 plus. Okay, I messed up. This thing becomes 225. 25 into 9. 225. We have minus 25 into 2x into minus 3. Um, let's uh, let's solve this expression right here. Let's see only x square values. Here we have x square. 8x square minus 25x square. So 8 minus 25 is is minus 17 x square. Okay. And now we have to see x terms. Okay. There, here we have 24x, and here we have this thing. If we simplify this thing, we get negative into negative, positive. 25 into 2 is 50. 50 into 3 is 150. We get 24 plus 150, that is 174x. And we get 225 minus 225 plus 18. So this is 225 minus 18. If we simplify that, we get 207. Negative 207 is equal to 5. Yeah, sorry, this is denominator. This is denominator only. Okay, in denominator, we got this thing right here, this expression. Okay, so let's write the whole expression here. This is denominator. In numerator, we have x minus 3 into 2x plus 3, I guess. Let me see. Okay, 2x plus 3. Okay, this thing is going to be equal to 5. So I have to simplify this thing, this thing right here also. Before doing that, I have to isolate this thing to solve the value of x. So I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply this expression on both sides, so I can get this uh, this thing right here in multiplication. So I'm left with 17x square negative 17x square plus 174x minus 207 minus 207 equal to 5 into x minus 3 into 2x plus 3. So let's simplify this thing right here. We can simplify by doing simply multiply this with this and this with this. After that, this and this. And uh, remember, negative into negative is positive. So, and positive into negative is negative. Remember these two things. If the signs are opposite, we get negative on multiplication. If the signs are same, then we get positive thing on multiplication. In multiplication only, not addition. Okay, not sum on product only. So I get x into 2x, which is 2 into x square, and I get 3 into x. And by doing this, I get 3 into 2 is 6, and plus into minus is minus, and minus 6x, and minus into plus is minus. So 3 into 3 is 9. So this becomes negative 9. And right here, this is 2x square minus 3 minus 6 is minus 3x minus 9. I have to multiply this thing with 5. So let's multiply. 5 into 2 is 10x square minus 15x minus 5 minus 45. I'm left with this expression on the right side. Okay. On left side, we have this expression. So let's write it down. Minus 17x squared plus 174x minus 207 is equal to 10x squared minus 15x minus 45. Okay. 15x minus 45. So what I'm doing is I'm taking this expression and moving this on right side. If I move this on right side, the signs changes. Minus sign become plus, plus sign become minus. Or I can do is subtract by this full equation on both sides. It is very lengthy. Remember this thing. If I if I take this term and move it on other side, the sign changes. So this minus 17x square becomes plus 17x square on this side. So 10x square plus 17x square, and this becomes minus 174x. Is it minus 174x? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Plus it is plus 174x. So this becomes minus 174x, and minus 207 becomes plus 207 on right side, on the other side of the equation, and this remains same. Plus, sorry, I wrote it already. Okay, this is negative 15x, negative 40, minus 45, sorry. And on the left side, it becomes 0. So we can write it like this also. So this is 27x square minus 174 and 15 is 184, 184, 118 plus 207 minus 45. 162. So yeah, this is the quadratic equation we are left with by solving this full expression right here. So I'm using directly the quadratic formula here, right here. So negative of 189 minus b plus minus root of b squared minus 189 whole squared minus 4 into 27 into 4 into A into C. C is 162 whole divided by 2 into A. A is 27. So we have to solve. We have to find 189 squared minus this thing right here, simplified. And this becomes 189 minus 189 plus 189, 189 plus minus root of this thing right here over 2 into 27. So by like this, we can solve this particular equation right here. I'm not going to do that, very lengthy. So yeah, this thing also done. So this is a very important problem, very lengthy and very good problem. It's not that difficult if we solve manually. Okay, I'm going to take one more problem and move on to next important things in quadratic equation. So I'm going to solve F problem number F. Okay, problem F is a into x square plus 1 is equal to x into a square plus 1. Okay, nice problem. A into x square plus 1 is equal to x into a square plus 1. Remember, remember, if anything is given like this, you need to remember is this general form. Make any equation, any quadratic equation in this general form and solve using the simple quadratic formula. So multiply, let's expand this. A into x square is x square, a into 1 is a, and right here a square x plus x. So let's move this thing right here on left side. So this the signs changes, x square plus a. If we take this thing on left side, this becomes minus x into a square minus x equal to 0. Okay. And so we are left with a x squared minus x. Let's take x on common, minus x common on both sides. This right here. We have a square plus 1. And we have a equal to 0. We can see that we are left with a general form like this form. We have this form here. Coefficient of x square is a, coefficient of x is negative a square plus 1, and constant c is a. Okay, so okay, if we can do, we can simply take in this thing out on left side, because this whole thing is coefficient of x only. So you can say that if I put this thing on left side, we are left with the same thing, or we can do this thing. This is a lengthy, yeah, whatever. Not expected. So let's use simply the quadratic formula. Quadratic formula. mm, okay, minus b is minus a squared plus 1. Here a is equal to a. Okay, let me write this thing as capital A. Capital B is negative of a square plus 1. And capital C is a, small a. And right here we have plus minus b squared is minus a squared plus 1 whole square minus 4 into a into a over 2 into a. Let's simplify this. Minus into minus become plus a square plus 1 plus minus root of this becomes a square plus 1 whole square minus 4a square. Let's simplify the square root of this discriminant. So let me write down like this. Uh, This becomes a square whole square is a power 4 and 1 square is 1 plus 2 into a is a square, b is 1, 2 into a into b minus we have 4 square. So a power 4 plus 1 and this becomes 2a square minus 4a square is minus 2a square. So the solutions I'm writing solutions, okay, are this a power 4 plus 1 minus 2a square over 2a. These are the solutions for the above quadratic equation. This quadratic equation right here. So we have um, kind of um, very good amount of problems. It is. Uh, let's move on to another topic. Okay, now I'm going to talk about the sum and the product of the roots of the quadratic equation. So if I write the general form of quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c, if let's say for quadratic equation we have two solutions or two roots. Let's say one root is alpha and another root is beta. Okay, this again. Okay, this. Okay, so these are two quadratic equations. We also know that the values of x are minus b plus minus root d over 2a. So let's say alpha is minus b plus root d over 4a, sorry, 2a, and beta is minus b minus root d over 2a. This is d. I'm going to find relation between alpha and beta. What if I multiply both of alpha and beta? Alpha is minus b plus root d over 2a and beta is minus b minus root of d over 2a. Okay, this thing looks like if I call this a and I call this b, a plus b into a minus b. A is negative b and b is root d. A plus b into a minus b. So it becomes minus b whole square minus root d whole square. It is a identity a square minus b square is a plus b into a minus b. So we have written this uh, product into this thing like this thing. So a square is minus b square minus b square is root d square over 2 into 2, 4 a into a squared. Okay. Minus b whole square is b square minus root d whole square is d over 4a squared. We know that d is discriminant, which is b square minus 4ac. This becomes b square minus b square minus 4ac over 4a square. Okay. Let's expand this thing. B square minus plus into minus is minus. This becomes minus b square. And minus into minus is plus 4ac over 4a square. B square get cancelled. We are left with 4ac over 4a square. 4 gets cancelled. A and 1a gets cancelled. I am left with c over a. So this is a very property, or we can say identity, alpha into beta is c over a for a quadratic equation. Similarly, if I add these two things, let's add these two things. Denominator is same to a minus b plus root d minus b minus root d. Plus root d minus root d gets cancelled. We are left with minus 2b over 2a. 2 gets cancelled, and I got minus b over a. So this is also a property that if I add the both roots of the quadratic equation, I get minus b over a. Sorry. Okay. Minus b over a. So this is a property. This is the identity for the quadratic equations. That, if I add both the roots, then the it becomes minus b over a, and if I multiply both roots, it is c over a. Okay.